Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Play Up Pompey. This is going to be a weekly, until I get bored and forget, Portsmouth FC fan show where I go through the previous fixture, latest news and look ahead at the next game. It's been a while since the last Pompey game, with the Barnsley game being rescheduled because of international call-ups, but that game, Peterborough away, was an incredible game, incredible result and even better away day for the 4,000 Pompey fans. Some Pompey fans were a bit anxious going into the game after seeing the lineup, missing both Rafferty and Lane to illness, two of our best players this season, in addition to the already massive injury list we have. Yengi also started on the bench to the surprise of many after grabbing a brace in the previous game against Burn. The game began with both teams showing a lot of attacking threat, and it was end-to-end for the majority of the first half. Both teams had their chances. Marlon Pack's free kick was spilled by the Posh keeper, but it was cleared away. Up the other end, Harrison Burrow's shot went wide. Soon after, Abu Kamara went down in the box, but the referee said no penalty. Mason Clark was a big problem for Pompey in the first half, his most notable chance being him cutting inside and hitting the crossbar. By the 32nd minute, Portsmouth were forced into making an early change after Sadie went down, and the injury curse continues. He was replaced by Yengi. John Messino said after the game it's not too bad and he's experienced it before, but later told Solent Sport he's set to miss Wycombe away. The first half finished even, both teams had their fair share of chances, but none could convert. The second half started similarly tight and tense, just as the first half. Pompey had a few chances, such as an MPH shot which went over the bar, but just as chances began to dry up, the travelling Pompey fans turned the volume up and would soon be rewarded, as in the 77th minute, Pompey had a quick break up the pitch, and the ball fell to Gavin White, who has struggled this season but played a brilliant pass to Yengi, who ran past Edwards, shot at the near post, and soon after the net rippled, and the Pompey fans went crazy for the Aussies' 7th goal of the season and 3rd in 2 games. After the first goal, it looked like we could have scored another 1 or 2 goals, with Yengi and White both coming close. Let's say I won't be calling him Gavin Shite after this game. Yengi's winner extended Pompey's unbeaten run to 12 and our lead at the top of the table to 5 points and 9 points clear of Bolton in 3rd. Every game it looks like Pompey are getting closer and closer to doing it, and considering we still have to play Derby, Bolton and Barnsley, this is definitely in our own hands. I think we have to be very careful of the other games as well, considering we have a great record against teams pushing for promotion, and our losses have come to teams like Cheltenham, Leyton Orient and Bristol Rovers, so we need to watch out for banana skins. Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment of the show, and you're probably thinking, this is the first episode, how can it be my favourite? Well, just wait, just you wait and see. It's time for Blues News. Well, first of all, let's talk about the international break. Yengi has played 2 games for Australia in the week and managed to score his first goal in the 2nd minute in a 5-0 win over Lebanon. Paddy Lane is also away with Northern Ireland and started in their 1-1 draw against Romania. He was also on the bench for their 1-0 win over Scotland, but unfortunately didn't come on. As far as injuries goes, it seems like the list might finally be shortening. And all I'm saying is, have you ever seen Tino Androrin and Jesus in a room together? Because he's been resurrected in time for Easter. He's been training for a week and could be available for Wycombe. Joe Rafferty and Paddy Lane should both now be back available after suffering illness before the Peterborough game. Yengi is also fine travelling back from international duty. However, Sadie is set to miss Wycombe, but should be back for Derby. Callum Lang remains out and will be expected to be out until Shrewsbury at home or Bolton away. Conor Ogilvie is also expected to be back for Shrewsbury. Tom Lowry has been in and out of training and his realistic return date is the Bolton game, but no promises as he is made out of glass. Ben Stevenson is also back and available for selection. Due to the absence of game at Fratton Park this weekend, Pompey women took on Rugby Borough in front of 2,405 fans and won 4-0. Joe Morrell and Callum Lang also hosted a meet and greet before the game. Kamara also posted a response to Stuart Webber's comments on social media. Please pause to read it here. Marlon Pack also won EFL Player in the Community Prize for League One, showing not only what player he is on the pitch, but also what he's done off it. And whilst Pompey didn't play at the weekend, second place Derby did, and they lost to Northampton thanks to a 23rd minute goal by an ex-scummer, Sam Hoskins. This result means Pompey are 5 points clear at the top of the table, with a game in hand. Former Pompey boss Paul Cook also got Chesterfield back into the Football League on Saturday with ex-Pompey players Tom Naylor and Michael Jacobs. And most importantly, Alex Robertson, in addition to chatting to Pompey players in Instagram comments, changed his profile picture to an image of him in a Pompey jacket. He's staying next year. That concludes your new favourite segment of the show, Blues News. Now it's time to look ahead at the Wycombe game. Wycombe currently sit in 13th and look safe from relegation and out of reach of the playoffs, but Matt Bloomfield will still be looking to pick up 3 points. They have won their last 3 games against Northampton, Wigan and Reading. Wycombe are averaging 1.3 goals scored a game, but also averaging 1.3 goals conceded a game. Pompey haven't lost to Wycombe since the 21st September 2019, where Akinfenwa scored an 81st minute penalty to give them a 1-0 win. In the reverse fixture at Fratton Park in October, it seemed the game would finish level until Connor Shaughnessy scored a 90 plus 8th minute winner. Luke Leahy is Wycombe's main danger man in midfield, and he's got 8 goals and 6 assists in 34 starts this season. I think it's going to be a tough game, and Adams Park isn't an easy place to go, but I think my prediction is, I'm going to say 2-1 Pompey. As I said in the intro, I think we need to, watch out for games like these. They're not always as easy as you think. They're going to give us a real challenge, but hopefully we can come out with the 3 points. I think this is the lineup that I go for the Wycombe game. I think Swanson did really well against Peterborough, but I think I would bring Rafferty straight back in. Midfield 2 of Pack and Moxon. You could play MPH there. You could play Stevenson there, I guess. Could play Swanson there because Moxon is close to a suspension. Kamara on the right, Lane on the left, Lane straight back in. And with Callum Lang out, I'd play Bishop and Yengi together. Bishop in that slightly deeper sort of 10 role where he played in the Peterborough game. I think he did really, really well in that game. And his work off the ball is really good. And then Yengi, he's been incredible. 3 goals in 2 games, scored for Australia as well, got his first international goal. He's in the form of his life. I think there's no way that you can't play him, the form he's in. We then also played Derby on Tuesday the 2nd. That game is going to be shown live on Sky. Derby currently 5 points behind us, but we do have a game in hand. I think that's going to be a really good game and definitely season defining. As I mentioned in the news section, Derby lost last weekend to Northampton 1-0. They'll definitely be looking to regain their form against Blackpool this weekend and then us on Tuesday. In the reverse fixture at Pride Park, it finished 1-1 thanks to a Colby Bishop 90 plus 5 minute equaliser. What is us? Last minute winners. I knew we got a lot at the start of the season, but I didn't realise we got this many. Hopefully we can do one better on Tuesday and get the 3 points. But it is not going to be easy. Derby are a very good side. Paul Warren might not be having them playing the most attractive style of football, but it certainly wins games. In the 40 matches they've played this season, they've scored 69 goals, conceded 35, averaging 1.7 goals a game. They've won the same amount of games as us, 24, only drawn 6, but have lost 10. My prediction for that one is going to be 2-2. Of course, it'd be amazing if we could get the win there, but I think Derby might just have enough to stop us, but every time I said that this season, we found a way, and that is what champions do. As for the lineup, I think it'll be pretty similar to the one I put for Wycombe. Maybe if players like Callum Lang, Christian Sadie, players like that are back, they can come back into the lineup, but other than that, I think along the lines of that. But I think that just about concludes the first ever episode of Play Up Pompey. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not really sure, what I was doing. Obviously, I'll learn how to do this a bit better and more efficiently over time. Also, if you watch the video, you can tell how my voice and confidence kind of evolved as it went on. Anyway, I think this was a lot of fun. I'm going to try and do it every Wednesday, sometimes maybe Thursday. Next week I might have to do it Thursday, just because the Derby game's on Tuesday, but we'll see how it goes. So hopefully I'll see you next week. If I don't, obviously I'm not doing this very well. And leave a comment and let me know how shit I'm doing. I would appreciate that, so I can be less shit. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. I was about to say Play Up Pompey, but I feel like I'm stealing that from Fauna or on all over it. So I'll say Pompey Play Up. There you go. Bye. Bye.